How's it going, everyone? It's your girl Rocket Gal, and welcome to the Hero Rises 2024 summoning session. It's gonna be a 1,000 plus orb summoning session. It's gonna be pretty big. I only have 640 right now, so let's go into my vault of sorts. By the way, I hope you all got your free peony. Pretty awesome. Not a bad free unit to get. So yeah, let's just keep withdrawing from our account here. Hope it didn't take too long. Oh my god. Okay. Huh? Okay. No, there should be more. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what that was about. And come on. Okay, cool. Alright, so now we have 1,050, and we are going to spend as much as we can on this banner. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's get into it. Yeah, even though I had to eat a sock for this, oh my god, where are the fucking greens, bro? It's still kind of worth it because the Green Dream is a pretty awesome experience to go through. I remember we had this about 2 years ago, and it was really fun. That was when I first started making videos and everything. Man, I can't believe it's been over 2 years now. And yeah, that was a really nice video. It was a really fun video to make. Just summoning on green a bunch. So yeah, hopefully we get another fun experience like that again. I plus 10'd a lot of units that day, so we'll see if that's the same case here. I probably will plus 10 Peony at this point because she's at like plus 4, like plus 5 or 6 at this point. So yeah. So yeah, if you're curious about what the rates look like here they are. So actually something interesting, that these rates are actually a little bit better than what the Green Dream was 2 years ago. It's, yeah, so just to let you know that green has been getting a little bit better over the years. They have not been adding enough green units in the demote pool to kind of dilute that. So, yeah, hopefully we should be doing better than last year, but we shall see, I suppose. And yeah, honestly, you shouldn't even summon for any of the colors. You should only really be going on green if you can, just because the chances of getting a 5-star are astronomically higher compared to the other colors. There's like just no point in getting the other colors, honestly. So yeah. Anyways, it's gonna be a really long summoning session, and I asked my audience for a lot of questions because I would have run out of things to talk about if I had to come up with my own topics, and then the video would have sucked ass. So yeah, let's get into some question answering. So this question comes from the Miss NC fan, and they asked, do you play any Souls or, oh my god, where are the greens? Souls or Souls-like games? I don't, because they're really fucking hard. I remember I bought Dark Souls on the PC, and I did not get far. Let's just put it that way. I thought it was really fucking hard. I like the setting, I like the vibe of it, but it was just too goddamn hard. Like, even the basic enemies took fucking forever. Like, it was not only hard, but it took too long. I wasn't a fan of that, so can't say I play too many Souls-like games, honestly. Yeah, so I guess the closest thing, oh my god, where are the greens, bruh? I guess the closest thing to a Souls game that I've played is probably like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom on like a run where I don't get any heart containers. That's kind of like that, where, you know, you just start with the 3 hearts and you try to get to the end game. That's kind of what that feels like. So maybe that's kind of Souls-like, but I don't really play any Souls game. But yeah, thanks for the question. Next is from Zwizard247. They asked, how would you improve the taste of a sock? Asking for a friend. Well, I think if you want to consume sock responsibly, I think what you should do is just take the sock and just throw it in the garbage immediately, because there really is no way to make this taste much better. And I guess if you don't want to go that route, you know, some salt, some garlic powder could be good. Maybe paprika would be nice. But my personal professional recommendation is to not eat a sock. It was I only did it for science, guys. I did it for science. I did it for a dumb bet. So don't do what I did. You know, I did say don't try this at home. So yeah, I don't really know how to improve it. Just throw the sock away. Actually, just put the sock on. You know, socks are meant for wearing, not eating. That's my opinion on that. But yeah, thanks for the question. Next question is from Bulbasaur 617. And they ask, what kind of theme would you like to see in a Fae banner in the future? Oh boy, if I could make a theme, especially for like summer, like if it was for August, I guess, because August definitely is like the month that is like up in the air about what the theme is. I would want like a bodybuilding / fitness banner. So something inspired by like how the fact that in Engage they wear like fitness clothes. I would want something similar to that. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, who would I want there? I would want like Echidna to be on there. I would want who else is like just gigantic? Maybe we could get like an Ike. Like Ike is a pretty buff dude. Oh, Rinka. Yeah, definitely you need to have a Rinka there, obviously. Well, not Ross. He's kind of small still. Maybe Garcia though. His father is pretty buff from what I remember. Who else? Oh, you need Raphael. Maybe Hawkeye. Oh, nice. Here's our first 5-star of the day. We got Winter Dimitri. Nice. Alright, let's see what IVs are. Okay, not super good. That's actually pretty bad. But the good thing is he has fantastic fodder, so yeah, I guess all's well that ends well. Hopefully we get more copies of him down the line. Don't forget that there's going to be 4 sparks on this banner, so there is like some guaranteed value here, even if you get bad luck, which isn't likely because, you know, if you snipe on green, it should be good. If you can even snipe on green, what the fuck, man? I guess red, I don't really know. I still don't have a Kagetsu yet, so I guess if I don't find a green, I'll go red. But yeah, I think a bodybuilding kind of banner would be really fun. I think it'd be really cool. And it'd be a great way to get some super muscular, like, alts out. I think that would be really awesome. So yeah, and you know, I used to be into bodybuilding. I kind of stopped because I realized when I got too big, I just looked like a giant meatball, and I didn't want to be a giant meatball. I'm more of the like a slender fit type, if you will. It's kind of hard to explain. But yeah, I think that would be really cool. That would be good for like August, especially since August, you know, it's up in the air what that theme really is. Spoiler alert, there is no real theme for August. They just killed pirates for some reason. So yeah, I think that would be really cool. So thank you, Bulbasaur617, for the question. Next up is from Shut Up Sprinkles, a fellow FateTuber, and they asked, favorite FE region? Let me think. This one is a little up in the air because I feel like I'm not too partial about any of them. They're like all fine. I don't really hate any of them. I think the ones I wouldn't want to go to are the ones that had massacres or like terrible monsters or something. So I would not want to go to Drukdrol or Magville or Valentia. Probably wouldn't want to go to Arcanea. They had that dragon war and everything. Magville? Yeah, not Magville. Tellius had that racism war that I wouldn't want to get into. What is the most chill place? Elise had risen. Man, they all kind of sound terrible, don't they? I guess. No, then there's Face that also had the weird shit too with the zombie kind of things. And knowing my luck, I'd probably be born in the slums of Nor anyways, so that would be pretty bad. Maybe Fodlan. Fodlan seems to be one of the more, I guess, technologically advanced of the Fire Emblem games, whereas most of the other people are still like, you know, banging rocks against sticks and stuff. So I don't think I'd want to do that. So I would think that Fodlan probably is the best. I think for the average Joe, Fodlan's probably the best place to live in. And I think it does have a really rich history. It's really cool. Very nice backstory and everything. So I would probably have to say Fodlan. I think IS did a really good job with creating Fodlan. That's probably why Three Houses was such a big game when it came out, and to this day it still has a huge sway in the fan base. So I would go Fodlan. So yeah, thank you, Shut Up Sprinkles, for the question. Next up is his coconut gun, and they ask, what would your ideal A Hero Rises banner have been? So if I remember the lineups correctly, well, I would have picked Edelgard as at least in the banner, because then I wouldn't have had to eat a sock. But also, I feel like Edelgard's a pretty good unit. Honestly, I know people keep saying like, oh, she's only good as it's +0. You don't really need merges on her, but... And, you know, you're probably right on that, but I also didn't want to eat a sock, so I have some pretty selfish reasons about my answer there, I guess. And then in terms of... Yeah, I think I'd keep Dimitri. Dimitri's good. I think I definitely would have picked Camilla. Oh, wow. Okay, Claude came in and be like, you'd rather... Who would win? I mean, obviously I meant Claude. Come on. It's no big deal, brother. Oh, fuck yeah. Plus speed. Let's go. Nice. Hopefully I can get more copies of him, because he just got some really good fodder as well. I wonder if we'll ever get a Prime 3 skill on like a D mode or something, because it just makes inheriting Prime 4 like kind of a drag sometimes. So yeah, pretty cool to get him. Very nice. But yeah, even though Claude came to cheer me up or whatever, I still, yep, there we go. I would rather have had Legendary Camilla. She's a really good unit. I don't think her fodder is super good, but as a unit, she's pretty freaking good. Actually, I don't know. Maybe Claude would have been better. I don't know. And then... Maybe I would have picked Hinoka. Yeah, maybe Hinoka would have been cool, just because Hinoka has some pretty good fodder too. Who else would have been a cool addition? Oh, I really would have liked attuned Nino. She would have been really good as well. Another attune unit would be really good. Her attune skill is really not that bad. She could fodder duplicate pretty well too, so I think she would have been a really good addition. I hope I answered your question correctly. I guess my answer is Edelgard, Dimitri. I guess it's still a toss-up between Camilla and Claude, and then it would have been Attune Nino, because I think Attune Nino is pretty good. Actually, I just kind of wish it was an entirely attuned kind of banner, because the attuned units are still kind of rare, but they're pretty valuable still. So, and also I didn't really get too many attuned Ninos, so I would have liked that. Oh, hey, look at that! Someone didn't want to be left out of the party. There's Edelgard. Well, that's pretty interesting. Alright, cool. She finally plus attack. I've been sitting on a plus defense one for so long. Okay, well, that's our first pity break, but it is what it is. Anyways, we are closing in on the Spark. So yeah, pretty cool, But yeah, I hope I answered your question, Coconut Gun. So yeah, thank you for the question. The next question comes from SSBB7. So, oh my god! Question luck! Let's fucking go! We got Legendary Alear, hell yeah. I actually have many copies of her, like relatively a lot of copies of her. Who knows, she might actually end up being a plus 10 project at this point, depending on how many copies I get of her. But at the very least, we're guaranteed to get another copy because of the 4 Sparks. So yeah, anyways, back to the question from SSBB777 Brawler. They asked, who are your 2 favorite male and female characters from the Fire Emblem games that you've played so far? Okay, my favorite oh my question luck! Brawler has come in to really give me the luck, man. Like, holy shit, that is awesome. Alright, come on. Come on, baby. Alright, plus HP, that's fine. Alright, we're at the Spark. I guess we just go for... I mean, it doesn't really fucking matter. I guess we'll go for Peony. Anyways, so, for your question, for my favorite male character, I would probably have to go with Takumi. I know people at this point kind of see me as the Takumi person, along with other people like Elwyn Flyer. We're like the Takumi stands. So he's my favorite. I don't even know why. He's actually kind of a massive dickhole, but I don't know. Something about his personality, his design, it just kind of gravitates me, and I don't even understand why, to be honest. It just is. I don't know if that sounds weird or not, but anyways, in terms of my favorite female character, it's Echidna for sure, without a fucking doubt. Female Sheds is up there. Like, yeah, female Sheds is pretty cool as well. Even though I like male Sheds a lot more. Well, maybe not a lot more, but a little more. But yeah, Echidna is my girl. She is just super cool. She's leader of the rebels / resistance force in the what are they called, Shadow Isles or whatever, in Alib, and she's just so fucking badass. And she's not like a super nuanced character. She's just like a super tough girl who wants to free the Isles. Like, not much else to it, and I'm like perfectly fine with that. So yeah, definitely, without a fucking doubt, Echidna, favorite female character. I just hope she gets an alt one day. They also said, I hope you have good luck in your extremely long summoning session and even greater fun answering questions. Thank you so much, 777 Brawler. I really appreciate it. I wonder if do you prefer Brawler or Unknown Path 7777? Let me know, because I'm curious about that. Anyways, the next question comes from user ZE. I'm just gonna call you ZE. Which character are you choosing? I don't know if I totally understand the question. I'm gonna choose all of them if I can, because there are 4 sparks. Maybe this guy just doesn't understand that there are 4 sparks. So I'm just gonna say yes. Who am I choosing? Yes. So yeah, thank you so much for the question. Next is Soviol, otherwise known as I Just Hate. Very interesting name. What characters would you like to get alts, and for which seasonal banner? Okay, so this is pretty open-ended. Definitely want more engaged characters to get alts. Would love for Alfred to get an alt. Now, exactly where he would go, I don't really know. Maybe like a summer alt, but he's wearing like his workout clothes. I don't know if that would be a thing. I think they should like turn one of the summer like banners into like a workout banner. I think that would be really cool. And of course Echidna, she doesn't have an alt yet. I don't know what she would get necessarily. Halloween maybe? I mean, she is from the Shadow Isles, right? So that could kind of work. Actually, that could work. Like, yes, please, like, take notes. Like, that would be really awesome. Who else? A third one I would give is maybe like a ninja Kagetsu, because Kagetsu is like, I don't know, he's kind of Asian inspired and like Hoshido, man. So maybe like a ninja Kagetsu would be pretty cool. So yeah, those are some 3 ideas I have. I'm sorry if I didn't come up with more cool ideas. I'm not really good at like coming up with cool ideas. I'm just not a cool person. But yeah, thank you so much for the question. Next is from Undead Eggmeister. Their question is, if you were a cookie, what kind of cookie would you be? Well, I think if I were a cookie, I would want to be a disgusting cookie so that no one would want to eat me. And therefore, my chances of survival or longevity would be higher. So what is the most hated cookie? Maybe like oatmeal cookies, but I don't actually really love oatmeal raisin cookies. So, but I think most people don't. So maybe I would be that. Yeah, not only is it one of my favorite cookies, but I know other people wouldn't like it. So maybe I would be an oatmeal raisin cookie. Unless we live in a society, in a food society where you want to be eaten, similar to how like the toys in Toy Story want to be played. If you're a food, maybe you want to be eaten. So if that's the case, I would pick a Girl Scout cookie probably. Maybe like a Thin Mint. Thin Mints are really fucking good. And that's like the only like Girl Scout cookie that I really know. If you don't know what Girl Scout cookies are, in the States, we have Girl Scouts, which is like a place where little girls learn camping skills and shit. And they sell cookies, and it feels really weird. I still think to this day that Girl Scouts are like some weird MLM that the girls are unknowingly partaking in. But that's besides the point. The Girl Scout cookies are pretty slamming though. So I would probably, if we were living under the assumption that being a cookie means you want to be eaten, then I would be a Thin Mint, because Thin Mints are good, and I like them. So yeah, thank you so much for the question. Oh, I need some water. I've been talking too much, and we got Violent. What a charming little man. Oh, okay. Alright, next question. This one comes from Satachi, fellow FaeTuber. And he's got a plethora of questions. Would you get a low taper fade? That's like the hair thing, right? No, I would not. Personally, I would not get one. I don't think so. So, no. Probably not. Thoughts on Edelgard? She's pretty cool. Those are all my thoughts are. Should Joel, DTM, and Oblivion join the WWE? Well, I don't know how buff any of those guys are. I mean, Joel seems pretty fit, but I don't know if he's like a huge muscle dude. I don't think he is, from what I could tell. So probably not. I don't know how big DTM and Oblivion are. Maybe they're like super yoked and we just don't know, but I think for the sake of their safety, I would say no, because they would just get blasted, absolutely destroyed day one. So I think they probably shouldn't, but maybe I should. Favorite thing about Faye? My favorite thing is the fact that the game is able to like reference and celebrate the game's history. Oh, nice. We got another Claude. Hell yeah. Alright. What is IVs? Plus speed. Nice. That is very nice, actually. So yeah, my favorite thing about Faye is how it can like reference cool things from the main game, and also like bring about like obscure characters. Oh my gosh, Itachi brings a crazy luck. Oh my god. Hell yeah, dude. Nice. Oh, and she's got the good IVs too. I already have one who's plus speed, so I think I keep plus speed because speed creep is insane, but I mean, that's just a good omen. Plus attack is a great omen. Oh man, that was a pretty good circle there. So yeah, again, back to the question. If I can, get a sentence out. I really like how Faye is able to bring obscure characters up into the limelight, like Reinhardt. No one knew who the fuck Reinhardt was for the longest time. And even in Japan, I don't think he was like super popular or anything. But now he's basically like a fucking meme, like magic is everything, and like a lot of people like him. So I think that was really cool. Oh my fucking Satachi! He's showering me with luck. Oh my god! That is insane. Oh baby. I knew my luck was gonna pick up eventually. I had faith. So hell yeah. Anyway, least favorite thing about Faye. My least favorite thing has to be the fact that it's a gacha game. I don't like gacha games. The only reason why I'm fucking here is because it's Fire Emblem. If you had put this, if this wasn't Fire Emblem, I would not be here. I don't play any other gacha games. I'm only here because it's Fire Emblem. So the fact that it's gacha is really bad. I really wish you could just buy the units, and I wish things like merges weren't a thing, because that's just really a shitty way to monetize your game, I think. Yeah, just the monetization of Faye in general just really sucks. So yeah, it's just not great. And then goals for this year as a FaeTuber. So one of my goals is to do more collaborations. I'm sure some of you might notice I've done some more streams with other people appearing on the channel, and I did that collaboration with Kenmei over the silhouette thing. I do plan on doing more of the silhouette videos, but I have my exam coming up soon-ish, a little under 2 months, which is actually starting to make me really scared now, because I'm not even close to being ready for the exam. But after the exam, I really think I'm going to be doing a lot of silhouette collabs. I actually have more collabs in the making. I just haven't announced it yet or talked to anyone about it yet, but I do have things along the lines. It's similar to how Swiftsy had the not Phaeology, Phalionaire thing. I'm not gonna take Phalionaire because there's no way I can like replicate his editing or anything, and also that'd just be a scummy thing to do. I'm not gonna steal someone else's idea, you know. But I want to like bring about like some fun like little shows that the audience could participate as well. So that is a big goal of mine. I would really like to bring the community together more. 'Cause sometimes I feel like we all live in our own little bubbles. And I know like people like DTM brings Oblivion and Theology together. Oh my god, PNE is here, baby. Alright, nice. That is actually pretty nice. Woo, okay, cool. Plus HP, okay, not bad, not bad. So yeah, those are some of my goals. Also, you're cool. Well, you don't need to make me blush or anything, Satoshi, but thank you. I think you're cool too. You're pretty cool. So yeah, thank you so much, Satoshi, for the questions. And also apparently bringing me some insane luck, like, dear God. Alright, next question comes from Richie Leomenda Ferreira 2231. I'm just gonna call you Richie for now. What is your favorite banner, and if you could make one, what theme would it be? Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. My favorite banner, in general, or like theme? I'll answer both. But my favorite banner of all time. Let me think. This one might be hard. Well, I guess I'll go through my favorite banner theme for now. I think probably would be the ninja banner. I mean, ninjas are cool, brave attacks are really cool, and really good. I know they're nerfing it a bit, but they're still, like, not bad. Oh, nice, we got Jill. Sick, alright, that's pretty good. Yeah, ninjas are pretty cool, but I don't think my favorite banner is a ninja banner. It's probably... oh my god. Well, as I stall for an answer, I get another peony. You know what? This might be like a cop-out question, or a cop-out answer, but I'm gonna say that my favorite banner of all time was probably the Green Dream from 2 years ago. I mean, that was pretty insane. That was when I was starting to really become a whale. So that was like pretty awesome. That's when I got my plus 10 Ninja Korin, plus 10 Thor was really good. And yeah, that was really fun banner to summon onto, and also like that was still back when I was like super unknown. So summoning on that put a lot more eyeballs on my channel, which was really exciting at the time. So I would say that was a banner I have really fond memories of. It was really fun to summon on. I felt like I was getting a 5-star every other summon. It was kind of amazing. So yeah, I probably have to go with that one. And then if I can make one, what would be? Yeah, I think I've answered this before, but yeah, it'd be like the bodybuilder type of like banner. Maybe not necessarily have to be bodybuilder, but just like fitness, similar to like how in Engage people have like their fitness clothes. I would want something similar to that. I think that would be really cool. So yeah, I don't know how feasible that would be necessarily. Like what weapons would they use? Because like why would you bring an axe when you're just doing like some sit-ups or something? Like that doesn't make any sense, but I still think they can make it work. So yeah, thank you so much, Richie, for the question. Next up is from Paragon Cat, and they asked, who's your #1 waifu and or husbando? So this is an interesting question because I don't really have a waifu or husbando, just because I'm not attracted like that to 2D characters necessarily. I'm not blaming or like shaming anyone who are. It's just me personally. I find it very strange, and I don't want to partake in it necessarily. And even though I said Takumi and Echidna are my two favorite characters of the respective genders, they're not necessarily my waifus or husbandos. Definitely not. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the closest thing to a husbando might be Alfred, because I say Alfred and we got the buff Alfred. We got Dimitri. Let's fucking go. All right, please, can we get some good IVs, brother? Oh, nice. Okay, actually, would he rather have plus attack or plus speed? It's tough to say. I think he'd rather have plus attack just to make it easier to one-shot with no quarter, but plus speed is also really good. That is nice. That is actually really nice. So yeah, pretty cool. Thank you, Paragon Cat, for the luck. So yeah, I think the closest thing would probably be Alfred, just because I really like silly guys, and I really like guys that are into fitness. So yeah, that's that's probably my answer there. So yeah, thank you for the question. Next up, we have Wesley C5713, and they asked, what is the biggest underrated game that you have played? Underrated game. Oh, hey, more questions, Luck. Let's fucking go. There's a Lear. Nice. So underrated game. Does underrated also mean like no one knows the game exists? Because if I were to pick an underrated game, aka a game that I like but not many other people know exists. Anyway, let's go for Dimitri here. I would probably have to say it's this game called No One Lives Forever 2. It's the sequel to a game that I actually never played before, called No One Lives Forever. It's like a spy game that's like first person, and I really liked it a lot. I really liked watching my dad play it when I was like a kid. Should I have been watching him play it? Probably not, but I don't know. I feel really nostalgic for the game. It's got like GoldenEye 007 vibes to it, except maybe like slightly better graphics and everything, just because it's like I played on the PC. And I feel like no one really talks about the game, but it was a really fun game. It's a game that doesn't take itself too seriously, but also is kind of fucked up in some of the things that go on. But yeah, I would say that game is one of my favorite games that are super underrated. It's not like it was considered a bad game, but it's just a game that I don't think many people even know about. So yeah, I'd say that. And then, would you be interested in making other videos that aren't Fae related? In my humble opinion, I like to think that I'm not necessarily a Fire Emblem Heroes YouTuber, a Fae-tuber, if you will. I'd like to consider myself as a Fire Emblem YouTuber, even though that's probably not necessarily the case, because most of my content is Fire Emblem Heroes related. But I've definitely tried to branch out into other Fire Emblem stuff with varying degrees of success. I've also done like Fire Emblem unboxing videos, merchandise videos, cataloging like all sort of collectibles and merchandise of Fire Emblem. So I like to think that I've already branched out from Fire Emblem Heroes related stuff, but I guess in terms of Fire Emblem stuff, I do not plan on branching out from Fire Emblem. At least I'm not on this channel, just because that would just destroy like me on the algorithm. But yeah, I think as of now, there's no plans to like do anything that's not Fire Emblem on this channel. It's just I just think it'd be a bad idea. And I'd like to think I do a little more than hero stuff, but that's probably just my opinion. Most people still probably think of me as like someone who does mostly hero stuff, so that's not really their fault. That's mostly my fault for not making other Fire Emblem related content, but hopefully I can get that changing eventually. And then, do you enjoy banana bread? I do, and I really need to learn how to make banana bread, because a lot of the times I'll have not rotten, but like super ripe bananas that I'm not gonna fucking eat. But I feel really bad for throwing away, so what I usually do with super ripe bananas is I just chuck them in the backyard. Like, I like hurl them to the point that they explode upon impact against a tree. And I just like, alright, there, it's for nature. It's for the squirrels and the raccoons to eat outside. That's what I do, but I really should learn how to make banana bread, because then I'd have a practical function for the super ripe bananas, you know? So yeah, I guess it's banana bread is definitely really good. It's up there with like cornbread. Cornbread is also really good as well. Banana bread is also really up there. Really like banana bread a lot. So yeah, thank you, Wesley, for the questions. Next is from Andre SFGP13, and they asked, "Are you winning, Rocket Cow?" Well, you tell me. I mean, if you guys think I'm winning, I think I'm winning because these summons have been going pretty well. It was a little bit slow at first, but it really accelerated, and it's like pretty good now. So I would definitely personally say that I am winning, but sometimes like some people don't think I am, so we'll see how other people think. But definitely am winning, especially since we're not even halfway through our orb stash yet. So yeah, I think I'm winning, I guess. I don't want to sound like some Charlie Sheen person or anything, but I guess I'm winning so far. So yeah, thank you so much for the question. Next is from another fellow FateTuber. This is from Enemy IRL. Oh, he brought some luck. He brought some Ewan luck. Nice. Alright, that's awesome. Anyways, his question is, out of all the FE merch you have, what's your favorite and or the thing you're most proud of owning? So the thing I'm most proud of owning is probably the Fire Emblem Expo Byleth engagement ring that I have and that I showcased in a video recently. That thing is like the crowning jewel of my collection. It's also like the most expensive thing I have in my collection. So I would say probably that, but my favorite thing, and this isn't like a one item thing, but I would say my Fire Emblem Cypher collection is something I'm really proud of. Honestly, I went through a phase in my life where I just bought so much fucking Cypher cards. It's kind of insane, honestly. And at this point, I have a really nice collection. I'm not gonna lie. It's not close to being completely done yet, but I got most of the cards I really want. So yeah, definitely my Cypher collection is really something I'm proud of. Hopefully I get back into it, but the problem is I've looked at some of the prices for Cypher cards recently, and they are insane. Like, some of the cards go for like $400. That used to be like the high end back then. Now that's almost like the medium end. And like the high end now is like, I've seen cards for like $700, $800. I'm like, bro, I cannot get into this again. Maybe once I get rich or something, but like, no, that's like, it's not gonna happen. So I'm pretty content with my collection as of now, and I guess collecting is just gonna be something I passively do from now on. But yeah, definitely my Cypher collection is something I'm extremely proud of and really like going over from time to time. It's really fun to look at the crazy art they had back then. I really wish Cypher was still a thing, because then we'd have engaged cards, and that would have been so awesome. But hey, it is what it is, I suppose. So yeah, thank you so much, Enemy IRL, for the question. Next question is actually from another FateTuber. This is the Gray Bearded Summoner. He asked, you have been given the ability to make a banner, new hero or special heroes, and IS must make the banner you create, but you are limited to characters that are either not in heroes, have 2 alts or less, and or do not have a base alt. Who is in your banner? Well, this might be a super boring answer, but I want the Psalm characters. The Psalm characters from Engage are not here yet, which is actually insane. Like, how is Fogado not in the game yet? How is like someone like Marin or Bunei, maybe not Bunei, but some of the other guys, how are they like not in the game yet? I don't understand. Like, and how is there no base Tamara? That is insane. Like, I really felt like the way they should have done with Engage is to have all 4 main royals be summonable in one banner, and then the younger siblings summonable in a second banner before they do like the country specific banners, you know what I mean? Similar to how like in 3 houses they had Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude like in their banner all to themselves. Like, it would have been weird if it was like Edelgard and the Black Eagles had their own banner, and then we waited like half a year before we got Dimitri and the gang. Like, that would have been so weird, and then Claude would be like a year later. Like, what the fuck? That would be so weird, right? And I know that would be like a huge spoiler about like, oh, Ivy and Hortensia are actually playable, but like, come on, I feel like we all kind of saw that coming. So yeah, I don't know, that's just how I feel about that. So yeah, definitely want the Psalm characters. I really am waiting for Fogado to be in the game, because honestly, that's an instant plus 10 on my part, let's be honest here. And he might even be like a rearmed or a detuned unit, so Yeah, really looking forward to that down the line. I hope that wasn't a boring answer. It's just, but that's quite literally like what I really want. I just want the soul characters in the game. We don't have enough soul characters, and we got the God of Flame Moosebell. Alright, that is some more question luck. That is awesome. Alright, nice. Actually, I'm actually pretty close to plus 10ing him, despite the fact that I don't really care for him, but hey, I'll take him. So yeah, thank you so much, Graybearded, for the question. Alright, I need more water. My throat is dying. Okay. Alright, here is the next question. This is from Liam Is My Name 63. If you could choose a Fire Emblem world, i.e. Arcanea, Magville, Tellius, etc. to get another game, mainline, not spin-off, which would you choose and why? Interesting. If I were to choose one, I don't think Tellius needs one. I think Tellius really wrapped up his story really well. Arcanea also did. Same thing with Awakening. Oh. I think maybe Fates should get some sort of prequel game, because I feel like they really did not do, they didn't really characterize Garen that well. Like, he was just an evil guy, but it's clear that he has some history or something going on, and Sumeragi's barely in the game. And I've actually seen this fan-made, like, I don't know if there's like a fan-made game or fan-made like a movie or something about like Fates, but before the actual game started. I forgot what it was called, like Before Fates or whatever. But it is pretty cool. I think that would be a cool place to like expand on the Fates universe, because honestly, the Fates universe is a bit shallow. It's not like super deep. Like, I know they tried to make the two-country thing work, but it didn't work super well at times. Garen just felt like a super generic like bad guy, which I felt like he had a bit more nuance behind him that we never saw. So yeah, I think Fates would be a cool game to get a new mainline game off of. Definitely a prequel, because I don't think we need there's no way they could do a sequel, because there's like the multiple paths, so like how would they know which path to like make the sequel on, you know? So I'm not totally sure on that. So I would say probably Fates prequel would be a great like new mainline game to get. Maybe one where like Sumeragi and Garen are the main characters, you know? That would have been awesome. Actually, it would have been really cool. Like, we had another two-path sort of game, but it's Sumeragi as protagonist on Hoshido, and Garen as the Norian side. And I would like it to be similar to like in The Last of Us Part 2, where the two paths don't necessarily branch off into different endings. They all like converge into the same story, you know what I mean? It's just that you see the different sides of it. I think that would be super cool. Oh my god. Yes, like actually write this down. Like, that would be so cool. I still think Fates has a lot of like potential. And I know a lot of people like to shit on the game, probably because they just like listening to whatever their favorite content creators shit on the game. But I think there's a lot of potential with that. So definitely Fates would be really cool. So yeah, oh, nice! We got Rosado! Oh, baby, let's go. Alright, hopefully he has good IVs, please, please, please. Oh, nice! Well, okay, the speed Bane is kind of bad, but that is actually pretty awesome. And actually, Rosado is a really good unit, too, let's be honest. Wyvern Rift is pretty decent on some units, I think. Someone who's speedy and also, like, has high defense, so maybe like Minerva or something, but alright, yeah, I'll definitely take that. Rosado is also one of my favorite characters too. I never used him in Engage just because he joined super late, but I really like him. I really respect his philosophy in life, for sure. So yeah, oh my god, another 5-star, let's fucking go! Here we got another Dimitri. Alright, is he the Fabled plus attack? No, plus res. Interesting. Not the one that I would have gone for, but alright. Okay, so let's go on to the next question. I got quite a few number of questions left, so we gotta keep going. Although we still have a lot of orbs to go through, so it's not like we're in any rush or anything. So this is from someone named Jackie, and they asked, can you showcase all the units you've used a Forma Soul / Binding World on? Yeah, I could definitely do that eventually. I don't know if I'll do it here. Actually, that's a great video idea down the line. So, I'll definitely credit you, Jackie, when I get to that video. It's something that I did think about doing one time, but I just, again, I'm going through, like, studying for exams right now, so I don't really have a lot of time to work on that video, and I feel like a video like that requires a script, because I feel like when I go off script, there's a lot of, anyways, kind of thing that doesn't really work well for a video like that, so something I'd have to write the script for, but that's definitely something I plan on doing, soon, eventually. I don't know, I guess I could give you guys a bit of taste. Oh my god, we got another leader, let's fucking go. Hell yeah. Alright, that's pretty awesome. Alright, yeah, let's just take a look at my barracks, I guess. Let's find some blue people. Here's Shannon. Here's my +10 Shannon. He's pretty cool. Here's Larce at +3. I built her alongside Shannon when they were both in a Binding World, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I got Roy, 2 Ikes here, Erica, Young Sita, Nah, Flora. I got more in like the unit bank. Raphael, Tsubasa, Korin. Actually, there's a lot of blue units. I didn't even realize that. So yeah, that's just a bit of taste. I'm just gonna go through the rest of my barracks a little bit. Oh my god, so many peonies. Oh, it's just really funny. Oh my god, how many fucking leaders did we get? Holy shit, it's hilarious. Yeah, there's a Leon there. Owen. Now that one was before I realized how you're actually supposed to build units. So yeah, she's really just used for tome experience at this point. That was a really good pickup. Marth, Leaf. So yeah, that's just a bit of taste of some of the blue starred units that I have. So eventually I will make like a proper video on this, but stay tuned for that, I suppose. But thank you so much, Jackie, for the question. Next is from Jillian Wallace 3980, and they ask, who do you think is going to be the next Emblem hero that going to be released at the end of the month? I wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much. I personally think they're gonna go in order. At least I kind of hope so, because I'm a little OCD in that regard. So I would hope that they go in order. So the next one after Marth was Sigurd. So I would think it's probably gonna be Sigurd. Now is he gonna be like a lance unit or a sword unit? It's gonna be tough to say. He could use the Rider's Bane or like his Brave Lance, maybe, but I mean he's so synonymous with turfing that I kind of think he's probably gonna be a sword, some sort of sword cavalry unit. So that's my guess. But it is also possible that they just go in order of game release. So they might do Celica. Now Celica, they don't necessarily need to, like, they could just make her any color, honestly. We don't have a blue tome Celica, so it's an opportunity for that. And especially since the emblems are like blue-ish, that could kind of work. So it's either probably going to be Celica or Sigurd. That's where I place my money on. But knowing like heroes, they might just do some weird shit, so I don't really know, but I'm excited either way because the Emblem heroes are really fucking cool. Anyways, we're approaching our our third spark, so nice. Anyways, thank you so much, Jillian, for the question. Next question comes from the Actuarist. He asked, do you think Edelgard will win next year, and do you have a new sock recipe in mind? It depends on if we get a good Edelgard this year. There's a chance that we will, because let's be honest, Three Houses sells really fucking well. Oh my god. Well, we have to empty out the barracks here, so be back in a second. Alright, and we're back in time for our third spark. So here we go. I'll probably just, yeah, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna go and get every character anyways. So yeah, will we get another Edelgard is the real question. We probably will, because Edelgard and all the Three Houses people sell really well, so there's a good chance that we will. Now, is she gonna win? Hero Rises, I mean, at this point, I don't know, and I don't care anymore because I'm not making a stupid bet about socks again. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I would love to be proved wrong because Edelgard usually deserves to win. I feel like last year she really had a decent chance to win, and then she fucking biffed it. So, it's tough to say, really. So yeah, then he says, jokes aside, who were your favorite engage emblems and units to use them with? And who was your favorite character from the DLC? So my favorite emblem is probably, let me think. There's a lot of cool ones. I'd probably have to say Byleth. Byleth is just so fucking good. I mean, the quadruple dancing is just super broken. I know. Oh my god, another Dimitri. Let's fucking go. Nice. Alright, another plus resistance. Alright. Whew, okay. Yeah, I'd say probably Byleth is one of my favorites just because the dance is really, like, super broken. So, and then the person I usually use that with, I usually give it to Saline, just because Saline does benefit decently. Oh, alright, we got a young Tiki. Nice. Here we go. Not the biggest fan of this art, but she's she's decent. She's a very nostalgic character at this point. So, yeah. How's it so hard to get a fucking Kagetsu? Like, I don't have a single Kagetsu yet. It's kind of insane. So, yeah, I really like using Byleth with Saline, just because Saline does benefit from getting the magic stuff. And also, I believe she gets Thyrsus as one of the engaged weapons. And Thyrsus is just kind of insane. Really, really fun to use. One of the better, like, emblem weapons in my opinion. So, yeah, I generally give it to Saline. And honestly, Saline isn't one of the better, like, combat units. So, having her become, like, a pseudo support unit is pretty good and pretty fun. And it also kind of fits because she starts out using swords and tomes, and I guess Byleth also does that, sort of, so I think it kind of fits, so, yeah, thank you so much for the question, Actuarist. Yeah, Emblem Byleth is going to be really cool. I wonder if he's going to do, like, a quadruple dance in Heroes when he gets added. That might be a little too insane. I don't want to know the state of the game at that point, but that would be just a menace of a unit, I swear. But that would be so fucking fun too, so we'll see how they implement that down the line. Oh my god, my voice is actually, like, kind of dying now. Alright, but we'll just muscle through. Alright, so the next question is from Sammy Cable 6801, and they ask, what characters that's already in the game without a seasonal would you like to see be given one? So I've definitely said Echidna and Alfred before, but another one I'd probably want is Kaze. I definitely was a big fan of Kaze back when he was in Fates. And oh, nice, we got a Leaf. How's it so hard to get one Kagetsu, man? Come on. I mean, I love Leaf, of course, but I also really want at least one Kagetsu. How do I not have one? It's kind of insane, but got a plus attack, so that's pretty awesome. Why am I talking like this? I don't know. And what was I saying? Who did I pick? Who did I say? I said not Echidna and not Alfred because I kind of mentioned them before. God, I've lost my train of thought. Fuck. What did I say? I don't remember. Shit. Oh wait, I said Kaze, didn't I? Yeah, Kaze. Yeah, I think Kaze would be cool. He was definitely one of my favorite characters from Fates. He doesn't have a seasonal yet, but honestly, the only ninja that gets seasonals is Kagero, so it's almost like not even that surprising anymore, to be honest. But I think Kaze could get a cool seasonal one day. Maybe, actually, you know, Saizo did get one, now that I think about it. How did Kaze not get one? It's kind of insane. So, I think Kaze should get one eventually. Whether it is a ninja banner is up in the air, but I think that would be pretty cool. Like, he should have a alt that kind of like matches up with Saizo's. That would be really cool. And also, like, maybe that's a way for them to introduce Asugi in the game, the Gaius clone. I think that would be really fitting. Oh my god, nice, we got Peony again. Hell yeah, brothers. Let's see, plus defense. All right. But yeah, I think Kaze definitely needs an alt. He was one of my favorites. So yeah, thank you so much for the question. Oh my god, my voice is actually dying. I need a cough drop or something after this video. Man, so many feeds, but no Kagetsu. It's kind of insane. Alright, next question. I want to try to get to all the questions in this video so I don't have to have people wait for me to answer them in different videos. So, here we go. Next, oh my god! Nice! Another peony. Hell yeah! That's actually really awesome. Okay, plus B, that's good. That's pretty good. Alright, that's a keeper for sure. That's the dream one. Anyways, the next question I've got here is from the Ordinary Cheese Wizard, fellow FEYtuber. And they asked, if you could create a new game mode in Fey, what would it be? I don't, maybe, I don't know if this is a game mode per se, more of a, function than a game mode, but I wish there was something like a marketplace where you can like trade units around, similar to like how in Diamond and Pearl of Pokemon there had like that trade center where you could send out a Pokemon and say like, I want a level 5 Chimchar for my whatever, and then, you know, it's not guaranteed that you'll get that, but if you like check back every so often, maybe you'll actually get the Pokemon that you wanted. I wish we had something like that. I know it's not really a game mode, that's more of like a function. But you know that's never gonna happen because honestly, then I just transfer all my free-to-play characters onto my main account, and that would kind of just destroy like monetization because people would just make a billion like dummy accounts, farm up the story mode, get their free summons, and just trade all that to another account. They could probably like limit it by like doing it once a month or maybe even once a year kind of thing. That way, like there's no way you can like, you know, game the system, I would think, but I still don't think IS is ever going to do that. The closest thing we had to that is Binding Worlds, but even then, Binding Worlds is so RNG based because you need to like pray you find the unit that you want, let alone pray you find one with a good build. So, but something like that I think would be pretty cool, even though it's probably not going to happen, and it's also not really a game mode, so I hope that's answered your question. And then where's somewhere IRL you want to travel to? To be honest, I'm not a big fan of traveling, to be honest. I've already said to be honest. I've never really liked traveling. My trip to Thailand was really fun, don't get me wrong. But if I had it my way, I would have just spent that time staying at home. It would have saved me a lot of time and money. But if I were to pick, I would really want to go back to Japan. Japan was really cool. I'd also want to go to South Korea. Maybe like Singapore and Malaysia, all the like super ritzy kind of Asian countries. That would be really cool. I mean, I'm not saying like Thailand was like not super ritzy, because the places I went to were really awesome. But like, I feel like there's just a different air to like Japan and South Korea or something. And even my time in the airport in South Korea was really fun. Like, I don't know, everyone felt like super professional in the airports and everything. Like they had an air of professionality, and I can't explain, a feel of refinement, if you will. And also Korea is cool. You know, the home of K-pop, K-dramas, the best esports athletes in the games. Yeah, I think South Korea would be cool. Also, I've never really been to South Korea. I've been to Japan before, but it was a long time ago, but I've still at least been to Japan. I've never really been to South Korea apart from like their airports. So definitely South Korea would be really cool, even if it also sounds kind of expensive. And then next question, you get to pick one unit instantly plus 10. Who is it? Oh, hey, this is Dimitri. You know, at this point we might even plus 10 Dimitri. Who knows? What is this? Okay, plus resistance again. Wow, he really likes resistance. Must have been butt chugging that Talus. talisman, probably. It would probably be a unit that I don't have, but want to get copies of. Okay, this might be a super silly. Oh, all right, we got air. Nice. Anyways, this might be a super silly answer to your question, but I would probably pick Winter Robin. And I know that's a really weird answer, but I say this because I do like the Winter Robin a lot. I got him when he first came out way back when, but I only got one copy because back then I did not have the money to even go for copies for merges. So I would probably want him because I do like him a lot, but I don't want to summon on his banner because there's no spark on it, so there's no guarantee, and it kind of sucks. So if I could, I want to get that out of the way to just plus 10 him immediately. That would probably be my pick. I know it's probably not like the most economically good pick. Like I probably should say like I don't know, like maybe like Legendary Camilla. A plus in Legendary Camilla would be really useful, but I don't know. I would want a character who I don't want to summon on their banner, and that would be that would probably have to be Winter Robin. And then, do you have a favorite springtime plant? I'll be honest, I don't know anything about plants. Every plant I touch dies. I feel like I water them too much or don't water them enough. I don't know what's going on, but oh, nice peony. Let's fucking go. Question luck. All right. Well, that's pretty good. Plus HP, not too bad. I think at this point I probably plus 10 peony. I'm not gonna lie. So that's another plus 10 down in the books. So very nice. But honestly, my favorite springtime plant, I really have no fucking idea, to be honest. And I'm not even gonna bullshit you an answer. Maybe peonies are my favorite springtime plant. But in all seriousness, I really have no fucking idea. Sorry, I'm not a plant person. I would like to get into it because plants are cool, but I don't know. Like, I just don't have one. So I'll just give a tentative answer as a peony. I'm not even sure if they are springtime plants, but I like peony. She keeps coming home. So that's really cool. And then Takumi with a braid instead of a ponytail. Yes or no? I don't know if there's a controversial answer, but I don't really like braids. Oh, speaking of a person with a braid, there is Wind Claude. Let's go. Alright, plus speed, let's go. That's the one you want. Fuck yeah. I'm not a big fan of braids, personally. Yeah, the last unit. I like there's not even an animation, it's just this. You just get this. Yeah, another character with a braid. There we go. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of braids. I mean, obviously Claude, like, makes it look really good, but generally speaking, I'm not a big fan. Anyways, let's keep summoning because 300 orbs means 300 opportunities for summoning. Well, kind of. Well, so yeah, I would definitely say ponytail, but also I kind of want to see his hair down. I think Takumi with his hair down would be super hype. But definitely I'm not the biggest fan of braided hair. I don't know, I think it always looks a little old-fashioned looking to me. Like, it feels like someone named Matilda would be braiding someone's hair. Oh my god, we got a Dimitri again! Oh my god, there's so many Dimitris, bro. Plus speed, really good. Hell yeah, that is so much good fodder for days upon days, man. For units upon units, we've got the fodder, bro. So yeah, I'd probably say with the ponytail, and probably no to the braid. I'm not the biggest fan, personally. But it looks good on some people, but for some other people, I think that it makes them look kind of old-ish. So, generally, for me, probably no. But yeah, thank you so much, Ordinary Cheese Wizard, for the questions. Next question comes from Viridescent Storm. Viridescent Storm. They asked, favorite Legend of Zelda game. Ooh, this is interesting. I have a lot of favorite Zelda games, I feel like, but also, I feel like there's a lot of Zelda games I have pet peeves about. If I'm gonna be honest, this might be like a super basic answer, but I swear, I'm not a basic Zelda fan. I'm actually pretty hardcore, but my favorite Zelda game's gotta be Breath of the Wild. It was a really good game when it first came out, and it's still really fun now. I still think it's better than Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom is really good as well, but there are some things about it that I'm not the biggest fan of. Henceforth, why I still haven't finished the game yet. I'm getting to it. It's taking me a while, you know. Oh, nice. We got a Brave Ike. He's already a +10, but he is coming home anyways. All right, cool. But yeah, I'd say Breath of the Wild is my favorite. I could play that game for days. I've played that game over and over again before, so definitely really like that one. A runner-up is probably Twilight Princess. That game was really cool. I know a lot of people back then said the game sucked, but those people probably are dumb, so they don't have good taste. But we cannot forget the fan reaction to the trailer back in E3 of 2005 or something. That was like super hyped. So yeah, Twilight Princess was a really fun game. I really like it a lot. It's a really good balance of like story and gameplay. Of course, there's problems with it as well. Every Zelda game has its problems, but I really like Twilight Princess. And you know, I'll just throw it in. My favorite 2D Zelda game is probably Oracle of Seasons, and I'm not just saying that because it's the first Zelda game I've ever owned. Not the first Zelda game I ever played, but the first one I ever owned. But it's also just like super combat focused, and I'm more of a Zelda fan that likes the combat in the game, so definitely like Seasons a lot more than Ages personally. Oh my god, Peony, let's fucking go. That's another one. Hell yeah. Oh, plus attack. So many good fodder. Hell yeah. So yeah, I would say my favorite is Breath of the Wild. But I'm not basic, guys, I swear. It's just a really fucking good game. Oh my god, there we go. Claude, baby. Hell yeah. I mean, you know, sooner or later, I'm probably going to be able to +10 Claude as well. That's awesome. No, shut up. Okay, cool. Alright, next question. We got this one from Neonias. And they ask, how would you fix SD to be more fun for more people? That's a tough question because the honest answer is you can't. I feel like you can't. It's like super hyper competitive. That's like trying to ask someone, how do you fix solo queue in League of Legends? You don't really. It's just a miserable experience, I would say. It's definitely not meant. It feels like it's not meant to be enjoyed by everyone. It's mostly for the hardcore audience of Fire Emblem Heroes. So, yeah, it's not surprising that it's like a small player base is really into the game mode. What I think they should do to make the more casual mode fun, because honestly, favor battles right now really suck. Oh, nice, we got a Rennick. Nice. I think he has some pretty good fodder, so that's a nice one. What does he have again? Okay, yes, that's not too bad. But yeah, SD. At least favor battles, that needs to be fixed, because a lot of times you still see the dual Leon units there, and like, I don't want to fight dual Leon all the time, especially when I want to just train up or like gain enough favor for an older unit that definitely has no chance of defeating the fallen Leon team, you know? Or like a theme team. Like those theme teams are really fun to use, but they don't have, like, you can't play them against a fallen Leon team, or like did I say fallen Leon? The Valentine's Leon teams or the Valentine's Mer teams, you know? They just don't do anything to them. I don't know if they just need to have more game modes, like similar to like how Clash Royale has like certain game modes that restrict certain like cards and stuff. I don't know. I think that might work, but I think, to be honest, not much they can really do. SD is just like the super hyper competitive game mode, and it's not going to be for everyone, honestly. So, yeah, I personally don't have any ways to fix it. I would probably ask Oblivion on that one. He probably has more insight on it, just because he's like the SD guy, you know. I'm not really the SD person to ask these questions, but at least in my opinion, I don't think SD can be fixed, which sounds kind of sad, but that's just how I see it. But thank you so much for the question. Alright, here we have a question from Amaro8576, and they ask, have you ever sent home or foddered a highly merged unit? I once foddered a +7 Merrick and sent home a +7 Summer Fiora? What the fuck? Why would you do that? Well, the short answer is no. And my long answer is no, and why would you do that? Like, that just sounds so painful. Like, even if they're a unit that has the fodder I need for another unit, there's no way I'm going to fodder. Even if they're like a +1, I'm not going to. I just feel like, I don't know, that just feels too painful to do. I wouldn't do it personally. I've never done it. Yeah, I've never foddered or sent home a highly merged unit ever. Never. Definitely not. And I don't think I ever will, probably. Unless I lose another bet. It's like, if Edelgard doesn't win A Hero Rises for 2025, I will send my +10 Takumi home. No, okay, we can't do that. That would actually be terrible, because knowing you all bitches, you're gonna make Edelgard lose again, and I'm gonna do something terrible. So, never mind, but, yeah, I definitely have not done that yet. But maybe for a bet one day. So, yeah, thank you so much for the question. Next question comes from Ethan, and they ask, would you rather fight 3 26-year-olds or 26 3-year-olds? What kind of questions are these? Well, I guess it depends on the perspective. If I fought a bunch of 3-year-olds, I might be arrested for child abuse, and I don't necessarily want that. But 26-year-olds, if they're like super skinny, not that tough, then I'd probably go for the 26-year-olds, because if I beat them up, it wouldn't be too bad. If they're like some muscle dudes, or even guys that even exercise somewhat moderately, oh nice, another Dimitri, let's go. Yeah, if there were some dudes that exercise even a little bit, I would be screwed. So I think the safest bet would be 26 3-year-olds, but I also don't want to go to jail, so what a weird question, man. I feel like there's no right answer. I mean, I guess I'd pick the 3 26-year-olds if I knew they weren't super muscly. Because if they were like, oh, nice, hell yeah, that's good. Like, if they were like cheerleaders or something, then I could probably take them on for sure. But if they were like dudes and like went to the gym at least 3 times a week, then I cannot do that. So I would just pray that there are 3 26-year-olds that don't work out. That is my answer, because there's no way you're gonna see me like fight a baby, you know? That's not gonna happen. So also, that's like a sissy. That would be a super sissy fight. I can't fight babies. Like that's just not cool, you know? So yeah, thank you for the question. It was very interesting. So I enjoyed that. Next question is from Edmundo Cardona 4157, and they ask, do you like Splatoon? I do like Splatoon. I liked it a lot. It was one of the main reasons why I still had like a Wii U for the longest time. Because honestly, I was not playing much on the Wii U, but I was playing some Splatoon. It was a pretty cool game. Definitely one of the cooler new IPs from Nintendo. I haven't really been playing it recently. Like, I played a bit of Splatoon 2, but didn't really get too far into it. And then I did not get Splatoon 3, just because I knew I wasn't super interested. I like it, but I'm not super interested in it. There's only so much time I have in the day, you know, and there's other games I'd rather be playing, but I do like Splatoon. It's definitely a really fun game. So yeah, thank you for the question. Next question is from J.E., otherwise known as Captain Falkstrom, another fellow FateTuber, and they ask, what's a game series you want to get into someday? Good luck with your summons. Thanks so much. Oh my god, thanks you so much indeed. We got a Lear, another part of question luck. Nice. Oh man, that's awesome. Plus speed. Let's go. Okay, so a game series I would like to get into would probably be... let me think about this. Because there's a lot of games out there, right? I think maybe like Baldur's Gate series would be pretty cool. I've heard a lot of good things about Baldur's Gate 3. And since it's the third game, that clearly means that it's a series. So I would probably want to try the other games as well. I probably want to try to get into Final Fantasy in general. I've played Final Fantasy VII Remake, and that's kind of only it. I played Bravely Default games. I played some other Square Enix games, but I haven't really played a lot of Square Enix games. I don't know if you consider Square Enix games to be like their own series, because they're kind of all connected in a sense. Something I wish I got into like early on but never did was Kingdom Hearts. And now that Kingdom Hearts is so fucking convoluted and kind of jumbled up that I don't really want to get into it. So Kingdom Hearts is something that I kind of wish I had the time to get into, but it seems like it's a lot of work to try to get into. But I think it would be pretty cool, because Kingdom Hearts, it's not like it doesn't really super appeal to me, but it does seem pretty cool. I remember people back then really liked it a lot, so probably Kingdom Hearts. That would be my answer. But nowadays, it seems like you need a PhD in Square Enix to even understand the lore of it, so I, at this point, haven't bothered to try to get into it. So yeah, thank you so much for the question. Next question comes from Zack Attack Snack. In your opinion, which lord from Echoes is better, Alm or Celica, and why? By the way, the correct answer is Alm. I think I had to agree with you there. Alm is definitely the better one, just because of the fact that when he promotes, he can use bows. That's really good, because the best weapon in the game is the killer bow, without a fucking doubt. So the fact that he can use it is really good. So I would have to say Alm, even though Celica is really not a chump. Like, she's actually pretty decent. Like, compared to some other lords in the series, like Roy or Erica or like Path of Radiance Ike, like, she's one of the better ones, honestly. But I'd have to say Alm is definitely a lot better, especially towards the late game, just because Killer Bow is just so OP that I would have to say Alm. Also, I do like Alm a little better. But yeah, that basically covers that. Thank you so much for the question, Zach. Next question comes from Alacar91 YouTube. If you had a battle royale of all the lords, who would come out on top, and who would be the last four? Who would the last four be? Okay, I think the one who would come out on top would either be Dimitri, Hector. Okay, well, I guess I'm just rattling off my top four, but I guess my top four would probably be Dimitri, Hector, Ephraim, and maybe Lynn? No, maybe not Lynn. Who else? Yeah, it'd definitely be those three. Maybe Chrom? Chrom's pretty tough. Oh, maybe like Seliph. Seliph is like the sign of light after all. So I'd say probably those four would probably make top four. And then my pick for like whoever would win is probably going to be Dimitri. They say that guy's an absolute tank, even as like a kid. So as an adult, he's probably like an unkillable Demon King at that point. So I would probably say him in terms of all battle royale, you know. So I'd say probably Dimitri. Probably, yeah. So that's my pick for that. I'm not putting any bets on necessarily, but that's who I put my money on if I had to. So yeah, thank you so much for the question. Definitely interesting. Never really thought about that way before. Next is from the Shiny Tresas LW. Have you seen the live action Avatar? Did you like it? I did not see it, and I kind of knew from the start I wasn't going to, because I personally feel like there's no way they're gonna do it well. Even though it did look good on the outside, but then the more I heard about it, it was like, what? Like, you're toning down? Oh, nice. There we go, another Claude. Let's go. But yeah, they were toning down Aang's goofiness and the goofiness in general. They're making it super serious. It just wasn't my jam. I could tell from the beginning I wasn't gonna like it, and I don't want to necessarily hate watch something, so I just didn't even bother. So instead I just rewatched the original Avatar. I was like, fuck yeah, this is like, why do we need to like rehash old stuff? Just like rewatch the old stuff, you know what I mean? So yeah, I did not watch live action Avatar, but on the outside it looked pretty good, but I heard the show did not have as much substance. So yeah, did not watch it. But at least better than the M. Night Shyamalan movie, from what I can tell. And then, have you seen the live-action One Piece? Have you seen the anime/manga? I have. Oh, nice, Asbel. All right, pretty good. I always love getting Fury 4 fodder, and I also like Asbel. So I did not see the live-action One Piece show either because I don't really watch One Piece. I did when I was like in high school for a little bit. I got up to the Sky arc, the one where they fight this like thunder god guy. I think his name was Ineru or whatever. Oh my god, there's Dimitri. Let's go. We got a lot of Dimitris. I gotta admit, it's pretty awesome actually. Yeah, I don't really watch One Piece, so I stopped after Skypiea. I don't know. I just ran out of time. I just didn't have time, so I don't really watch that much anime these days, anyways. So, yeah, but because of that, I did not watch the One Piece live action, but it looked pretty decent. It looked better than some other anime live actions. But honestly, why even turn anime into live action? It's anime for a reason because it's animated, right? Like, come on. So, I don't know. That's just my take on that. But yeah, thank you so much for the question. Alright, the next question is from Natsu25100, and they ask, if Fire Emblem Engage characters become Pokemon trainers, what will be their partner Pokemon? Wow, okay, well that's a lot of characters to have to do, but I'm just gonna do like the main some of the main characters. Let me think. For Alear, it'd probably be a Dratini or something? It'd definitely be some sort of dragon thing. Okay, I'm gonna guess like Dratini and like the Dragonite line, I guess, probably, something like that. For Alfred, probably be some sort of grass type Pokemon. Maybe Trico, because Trico is relatively athletic, and he's a grass type, so maybe Trico for Alfred. For Diamond, it'd probably be like a fighting type, so, or maybe something like Bisharp, or like King Gambit. Yeah, maybe like that. Yeah, maybe the King Gambit line of Pokemon. I'm not totally sure. For Ivy, it'd probably be like a Psychic type. So, Abra maybe? Nah. Or maybe like the Gardevoir line, Gardevoir Ralts, something like that. I think that could work. Oh, fuck, why did I summon again? Okay, well, I did not expect to do that. And then for Tamara, I think she'd also be a fighting type, just like a Diamant. I don't know who I'd pick for her Pokemon. Oh, maybe that one mythical Pokemon from Unova that's like music based. I don't even know what they're called, to be honest. I forgot what it was called, but it's got like hair that's like music notes or something. I don't really remember exactly, but I would pick that one because Tamara likes singing, and I think it's a fighting type. I thought it was. So I would pick that one for Tamara. So yeah, thank you so much for the question. Okay. Next question is from Remton6979. Here, Hagel, good luck on your summons. Thank you so much. And then they ask, as a fairly new FE player who has only played 3 houses, Engage, Warriors, and Heroes, what game would you recommend I pick up next? Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't say Awakening or Fates. I would probably say Awakening. I'd say probably Awakening's your best bet. That game's really good. And then what units have been some of your favorites to build up over this past year? I think my favorite units is probably to build up was probably had to be the Chroms. Legendary Chrom, Duo Chrom, and Brave Chrom. Those have all been really fun to build up, just because they got a lot of new skills that they work really well with. So I would say probably those ones. They were really good. I gave them a lot of interesting stuff. I gave a Prime skill to Brave Chrom. It just makes sense for him, honestly. And then yeah, you just gotta overhaul Legendary and Duo Chrom's kits because they're not at their full potential with base kit, let's just say that. But yeah, thank you so much for the question. Okay, we're at our maximum allies again. I will clear up the barracks real quick. Alright, and we're back. So let's we don't have that many orbs left, so I honestly have a couple questions that I'm probably not gonna be able to get to. So I'm just gonna answer one last question, and then I'll definitely answer questions in later summoning videos. So here is the last question coming from Questionable Fox. They asked, when the next Hero Rises voting gauntlet comes, will you do something similar like this? You're just like eating a sock again? No, never. Unless someone out there wants to make a bet with me, saying like, hey, I bet you won't do this, then maybe. But this was something I just kind of did for the spur of the moment. So unless I get called out to do like a challenge, I'm not gonna do it personally. So unless you guys all want me to, but there's a good chance I'm not going to. So yeah, definitely say probably not, because it was kind of a weird experience. It was a fun experience, that's for sure, but it was something I don't feel like doing again. So yeah. Anyways, that concludes the questions. I have a handful of questions left, so I'll definitely get to those in the next summoning video. Anyways, here is the last summon of Destiny. Can I get another 5-star before we end this summoning session? Let's see. So here we go. Oh my god, my voice is basically dead. I feel dead. We got smoke. Let's go. Come on. Big money. Big fucking Bastion. No. That's fine. That's actually pretty good. Alright, because overall, the summoning session has been pretty amazing. So yeah, that about covers this summoning session of 2024's Hero Rises banner. How do you guys do if you summon on it? I feel like a lot of people are. Yeah, make sure you're sniping on green, because mathematically that's just the best way to get as many 5-stars as you can. Yeah, I hope your summons have been well. I hope you got a lot of 5-stars, and let me know how you did, because I'm always curious about how y'all are doing in the gacha landscape. In any case, I hope you all enjoyed me summoning on this 2024 A Hero Rises banner. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.